Hello, and welcome back to Grassroots to Giants with Norton Stockton Ancients, where the league season is officially over. You can see here we comfortably won the division. Lost just the one game. It was that 4-0 loss to Morpeth Town, who did actually end up getting relegated. You can see the four teams who were relegated there: Matlock and Morpeth, Farsley, Celtic and Bradford Park Avenue. Hyde United won in the playoffs. They actually came up with us, which obviously finishing second you do deserve. We broke the record for the most points and also for the most wins. We almost got there with the goals. We fell 8 short in the end, which was a little bit disappointing. Today's episode, though, is going to be a cup final, looking to do the double again for the 4th season in a row. And we'll also go through an end-of-season review. Yes, that's right, guys. Welcome to episode number 39 of Grassroots to Giants in the northeast of England with Norton Stockton Ancients, where we're taking on Bromsgrove Sporting in the Premier League Challenge Cup final. We are the defending champions, looking to obviously retain that title. It's the last time, unless we get relegated next season, which is probably not going to happen, but it's the last time that we're ever going to be in this competition. League table was absolutely fantastic. If we just have a quick look at the profile for the league, you can see Rodney finished as the top scorer on 29. James Gale got 24. Hugworth was the highest average rating. He also finished third in the assists despite only being here for half the season. Most player of the match awards, again, only here for half the season. Dylan has done very well since he's gone to Almere City. He's played 18, scored 7 with 2 assists. I wonder what position they're playing him in. They're playing him as an attacking mid on the right, which is where we were playing him as well. So he's obviously a position he's well suited to. Today's game, though, is the cup final. We're going to take on Bromsgrove, as I alluded to, Bromsgrove Sporting. We are at the bare bones of our squad, though. We have lost a few players since you were last with us. The ones who I haven't actually tied down to contracts. You can see who has left. Chris Salmon has finally left. Giles has gone also. Gone to Warrington Rylands. Salmon went down to Heaton Stannington, who were right back in tier 10 where we started. And Morton Spencer has gone home to Norway. Again, I tried to offer him a contract, but he wanted ridiculous money. So he's gone. So we are bare bones as a squad. We have brought in Danny Devine as a fringe player. He's not very good, but he's costing us £90 for an appearance fee, and he's probably never going to play for us. I was so short of players. The lineup that we're going to go with for today's cup final, though, is going to be Cubban, Azicono, Greenwood and Winfield, with Eastham in goal, Glover, Edwards and Eastman, then Rodney, Egan and Gale up front. Jack Egan's done very well since he came back into the squad, by the way. He scored a hat-trick in one of the games that we played. We did actually have a draw against Nantwich, but you can see Egan put 3 past Marine. We've won quite comfortably in all of these games. Stafford Rangers was a very close one. I was disappointed with 1-0, especially coming into the cup final. It has been about 3 weeks since we last played. You can see here that the match sharpness is down a little bit. But that's the lineup for today, so we'll get into the game. Right, guys, here we go then. Cup final for the 4th successive season. Obviously 2 different competitions, but still it's a cup final 4 years in a row. We are playing at... I had a look before we started and I've forgotten. Rochdale under-18s play here. I can't remember who the other team who play here is. Stafford Rangers, I think. I could be wrong though. But yeah, over towards Manchester way if the Rochdale under-18s play here. I do have Bromsgrove on the attack straight away though, but it's a good cross blocked by Cubban. It's Eastman looking for James Gale. James Gale comes back towards Cubban. Now Eastman to Azicono. Eastman again. Glover spreading the ball, passing the ball around nicely here. Little triangles. Cubban again. Have we got anything going forward? Or are we just going to keep coming back? We've got James Gale now forward. He's set Eastman away. Eastman's through. Can he get an effort in? He's gone too far wide. He still gets the effort in though, and it's easy for the goalkeeper. We didn't really have a lot of support in the box there for Tremaine. But we are on the attack again. It's a throw in for Cubban. It finds Eastman. Cubban again. to Jay Glover. Glover with the effort from range, and it's gone just over the top of the crossbar. Right, 20 minutes, and we are coming down this right-hand side again. Eastman leaves it run for Glover, finds Cubban. Cubban with the curling effort from range, and it's a good save there by Aldrubi in goal. And we are going to have the corner though, which is going to be taken by Jack Egan. No, it's Edwards, I beg your pardon. He's looking towards James Gale, but it's headed clear by Walder. Now Eastman, Asiakono, Greenwood, Glover. Can we still build something? No, we can't, because Football Manager shut us down in our prime. Right, half an hour on the clock. It looks like Jack Egan's been fouled on the edge of the area there. It's going to be Winfield to take the free kick, and it's a poor free kick if we're being truthful. Got to at least hit the target, work the goalkeeper, but he's failed to do that. And we're not having the best of things in this cup final so far. Fielding wins that header, but Asiakono takes the ball off Cable, I believe it was. Now it's Eastham. Greenwood again. Back to Yannick. Looking forward towards James Gale. Nods it down for Tremaine Eastman, but we've gone back towards Yannick again. Yannick's seen a lot of the ball early on. Great servant for the club, Yannick. He's been here since we were in Tier 10. Of course, we poached him from Ashington. Gale, the ball's broken nicely for James Gale here. Has he got any support? He tries to pull Cubban back, but the defender's given the ball back to Gale. And that's Devante Rodney in towards James Gale, and James Gale's there. Gets on the end of the cross for his 33rd goal of the season. And we have taken the lead just before half-time in this cup final. He got a little bit fortunate with the bounce here because it was a pull pass to Cubban. But Wilson gave it straight back to Gale. Rodney does well to keep that in. Puts a brilliant cross in to the box, and James Gale jumps higher than his man in the middle there, which was Fielding, I believe. And now we have, in fact, taken the lead, which is nice. Looking for back-to-back wins in this cup. We do have another highlight just before half-time. Edwards wins the header in midfield. Now it's Rodney into James Gale. Back to Rodney again. He's got Winfield outside of him. Winfield looking to get the ball in. No, he comes back to Rodney instead. Rodney to Jay Glover. Glover with the effort from range. Bags his 3rd goal of the season. And we've scored 2 very important goals just before half-time. And I'm pleased with that. After the last game where we struggled to a 1-0 win, it's nice to have a little bit of breathing space going into the break. 2,000 fans have made the journey. Don't know how many are home or away. This skin doesn't tell us. The last skin that I was using did. I just prefer this one, especially on this particular laptop. Egan with the long range effort, and it's again just gone over the bar. Again, we haven't worked the goalkeeper from a free kick. We really need a set piece specialist, especially if you start going up the leagues, and it becomes more and more difficult. We have got a busy summer ahead of us now that we're going into the Vanarama leagues, looking to bring in some players again and actually getting players on proper contracts. Cubban with the throw-in though finds Egan. Now Eastman, James Gale again in towards Edwards. Now Winfield, Rodney. We will look to make some changes after this this highlight. Rodney, great ball through towards Egan. Can Egan score? He can. Jack Egan bags his 8th of the season, and that is game over now. We're going to look to bring Rob Harker on. We'll also bring Josh Scott on. Joe Snowden as well. We'll make the triple change. You can see just we've had Thomas Cole and Luca Nelson on the bench. They haven't played for us for about 2 years now. I'm not entirely sure why they're still here. They keep getting offers to go to other clubs and they keep rejecting them. But they're only on a pay-as-you-play sort of contract. They're on non-contracts. They only pick up an appearance fee. So they've effectively earned nothing while they've been here for 2 years. But we're approaching the full-time whistle now. 3 minutes of injury time to go. And it is going to be back-to-back Northern League Challenge Cup titles for Norton Stockton Ancients. And that is the quadruple double for us. When we came in, we had no trophies at this club. We've now got 8, which is absolutely fantastic. It's been a brilliant rise up the leagues. It's been a brilliant cup run that we've had in the last 4 seasons. And we lift the trophy aloft there. It's Jay Glover, I believe, is the new captain after Chris Salmon's left. The yellow and black ticker tape. And it's been absolutely fantastic. The stadium's sort of in the way of the celebration. Here we go. Who's going to do the cartwheel? It's number 9, Mr. Gale. Fantastic, boys. Great win. And it is another trophy. Another trophy for the cabinet. And I'm pleased that we've won that. The potential last time that we're ever going to be in it. Norton Stockton Ancients fans celebrate the double. The board are pleased with it as well. Only a 55% though, apparently. Rodney picked up 3 assists in that game. Very, very good. We paid out a bonus. I've clicked too many times. Biggest overachievers, North Ferriby. Yep. We have a look at now the trophy cabinet. It's big. It's grown quite a lot, and it's absolutely fantastic. I'm going to click forward a little bit, guys. Get to the end of season review, and we'll go through a recap of the season, and we'll end the episode there. Right, guys, here we are. That didn't take too long. We'll start off with the new arrivals. Jacob Cubbin was the player of the season, the signing of the season. Obviously on a free transfer from Leeds United, the 19-year-old. Played a total of 51 games for us. Only picked up the 5 assists, but his average rating was very, very good. Charlie Winfield played even more for that than us. He played 55 games in total, picked up 3 goals with 17 assists. McNamara, of course, started the season in goal, then Eastham finished the season off in goal. But both of them did very, very well. Danny Devine didn't even play for us. In terms of transfers out, it was Harry Christie. Of course, we released him. There was a lot more transfers out than that. I don't know why it's only showing Harry Christie. In terms of the season results, though, FA Cup, we reached the first round, of course, where we were beaten at home by Sunderland. James Gale picked up 4 goals in that game. FA Trophy, again, disappointing to be knocked out in the 4th round by Halifax on penalties. Rob Harker picked up 4 goals in that. And in terms of the Challenge Cup, as we've just seen, we were the winner. Tremaine Eastman actually scored 5 goals in that competition for us. In terms of moments to remember, the biggest win was a 6-0 win over Morpeth Town. The match to remember, for some reason, was the 2-0 win over Bamber Bridge. And goal of the season went to Konrad Wozniak, who topped quality strike from the central midfielder as he scores a fierce effort from 27 yards out. That was in the 4-0 win over Farsley Celtic. Financially, we've lost a lot of money this season. Sponsorship was exactly the same, no broadcast revenue. Corporate's up a little bit, competition prize money's up a little bit, matchday commercials up a little bit, merchandise is again up a little bit. And it's not going to show us the records, don't you? Normally get a records, don't you? Competition records, stuff like that. It seems like this end of season review can be a little bit buggy sometimes. Team of the season, for some reason it's put Morton Spencer as a 5.7, but I'm going to assume that is how he's played for his new club, and it's not actually showing the 7.37 that he played for us. He actually played 29 times, scored 8 goals with 4 assists and 1 man of the match. So again, that is a little bit of a bug. But the team of the season was Eastham, Winfield, Greenwood, Yannick and Jacob Coven, Glover, Eastman and Spencer, with then Rodney, Hooworth and Gale, which was pretty much our best team. And because we've got such a small squad, it's more than likely going to be your best team. In terms of appearances, Charlie played 55 times for us, Jay Glover played 51, Sam Greenwood 50, Rodney 50, with a lot of appearances for us. There we go, accolades. I knew there was a record screen, I just didn't know it was called accolades. We picked up a lot of the Manager of the Month awards. You can see here that we won all but 2 of them. I do believe that we are more than likely going to be the Manager of the Season as well. It hasn't actually... oh, it has. How come we've came 3rd in Manager of the Season? Despite having an 80% win ratio, we've actually finished 3rd in that. Which is surprising, to be entirely honest. In terms of club awards, Fans Player of the Season was Rodney. The Young Player of the Season was James Gale. James Gale is still only 22 years old, but he's had another fantastic season. If we just have a look at him now, he has scored a total of 75 league goals for us in 104 appearances, with 33 assists. He's been a fantastic servant to the club. Signing of the season, Cubbin. Goal of the season was Wozniak, as we've discussed. Devontae Rodney finished on 37 goals and 17 assists. He also had the most Player of the Match awards and the highest average rating. Record breakers. Most goals by a player in a match was Rodney with 4. Most goals by a player in a league match again was that 4. Worst discipline, we had a few discipline problems this season. Cubban picked up 17 yellow cards. Yannick is now the highest appearance maker for the club with 110 appearances. James Gale, as we've just discussed, with the 75 goals. And Dylan Hugworth there picking up the fastest goal in 27 seconds. So again, it's history in the making for this club. We've been fantastic. The overall best 11 now still has Thomas Cole in there. Joe Snowden's still in there. Josh Scott's in there. Sean Wilson, who's had an okay season in the Vanarama National League for Stockport. He's done alright. Harry Christie is still in there. Have we got any new additions? Morton Spencer maybe, Harker. James Carragher is the other one who left us earlier in this season. Again, he's had an okay performance in League 2. Noam Emeren's still in here. How's he getting on now? He's still at Paris FC. He's actually made it into the first team now. He's played a few games for them. He's not really racking in the goals though, is he? Not really. I wonder how much he's potential for him to come back. Do you think? Maybe. Let's see what the club vision for next season. Can I get rid of this set piece ones, please? They expect us to finish top half in the north-south. We will be aiming for promotion, I can assure you of that. Really bored, really. Fine. Yeah, we'll be aiming for champions without any shadow of a doubt. We do have some signings to make though. The squad are off on the end of season break. But let's have a quick look. In most appearances was Charlie Winfield. In terms of goals, we had 2 players scoring over 30 goals for us. Rodney with 37, James Gale with 33. So there's 70 goals right there between those 2 players. And there's also 28 assists between the 2 of them. Eastman had a good game from a good season from midfield. Rob Harker didn't really feature too much for us, but he still managed to pick up the 12 goals. Dylan scored a lot of goals for us before he left as well. So it's been fairly good season. Winfield and Rodney both on 17 assists. Glover with 16. In terms of the highest average rating was Rodney and then James Gale. So it's been a very, very good season. We have got a pre-season to play through though. We've got a lot of signs to make. Again, I need to wait for this to tick over because in terms of finances, we don't really have too many. I've got a lot of wage budget to play with, but you can see that our balance is already in the red for the first time. The second time at this club. We were in the red early on. But it's going to be tier 6 with the Vanarama regional leagues. So we'll be in the north, the Vanarama North. I'm very much looking forward to it. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for joining us for season 4. This is the league that we're going in. Let's just have a look at what sort of teams we're going to be coming up against. Boston have gone up, Darlington and Chester have gone up. We're going to come up against teams like York City, Kidderminster Harriers, Blythe Spartans in here. I think it's very winnable, don't you? Who's come down from the Vanarama National? Dorking, Maidstone, Kings Lynn and Boreham Wood. I think this is it's a very winnable league for us once we get some signings over the board. What did they finish points wise? 117 for Boston, so they absolutely dominated the league. Second place was 94 points, so it is quite tight at that top of that league. There's a lot of points needed. Just to avoid relegation is 45 points. There's 24 teams in the league though, so it's going to be a 46 game season next season. But yeah, guys, thank you very much. If you've enjoyed season 4, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know that you're still enjoying the content. But as always, I've been Dean. I've got a long summer and pre-season to play through, and we'll come back and we'll try and smash this National League North. But yeah, I've been Dean, and I'll catch you all next time.